with the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They're trying to create space for us. Running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here's second and 10. Now Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. And a pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Falcons send out their punter. DeAndre Carter back deep. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over first and 10. A man from just south of here in McDonald's, Antonio Gibson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now Allen. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They round it up to stop him short of the marker. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan looking there for picks, but intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Try and throw on 3rd down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. They have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington,
that eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And for the sack, Deion Jones. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
He is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 40. The 30. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Ryan. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out of the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I say he sounded like Rayo too.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things up prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I would say he sounded like Rayo too.
They run with Patterson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Apparently, you don't know.
Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. First down, Fitzpatrick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way. You got it. I just want to ask
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing now is Allen. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Allen off the play fake. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against it, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more complete. To him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a give right side. Patterson. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Six yards left on second down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Kaminsky, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Out there for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You got an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 29, Ryan. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he completes this to Russell Gage. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Falcons 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Offense out there for their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
I got it. Wide, get wide. He's coming.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Once more, they turn to Patterson, and he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Tuesday. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 39. Hey, Mike 52. You can't block me. You can't block me.
One last shot for Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a